Hello YouTube, this is the newly redeveloped St. Peter's Square stop. We explored that in a previous video. You can check out below, there's Duncan in the distance. So while they were rebuilding St. Peter's Square, they also closed the Eccles line for a month and a half for track replacement work. And I'm quite curious as to what has changed on the Eccles line. So today we're doing a round trip to Eccles to have a look. And here we are at the also recently rebuilt Deansgate Castlefield stop, which also has a nice kind of tree theme to it. To be honest, I think I prefer this to St. Peter's Square still. It's just a really nice stop. And here we are at Cornbrook. So we are now leaving Cornbrook, where the Eccles line separates from the rest of the network. Trams to Altrincham, East Didsbury and the airport go down here. While those trams from Eccles dip down and then dip back up. So we now cross the Bridgewater Canal. So we're now between the two canals, and we have a stop for Pomona. Which is literally in the middle of nowhere. This is why Pomona can't be served by replacement bus services. It's literally just in the middle of nowhere. So far no obvious changes to the track. I think the changes will start when we get down to the ground. Pomona is like a mini Cornbrook, basically. You can see the bridge over there.
This is a service to Eccles. The next stop will be Exchange Quay.
Although its main difference from Cornbrook is that nobody uses it. As we take a sharp right turn, you can see how the infrastructure was left in place to simplify a future extension to the Trafford Centre, which would follow along here and will be built soon. Having crossed the ship canal, we now touch down to the surface. Still no obvious changes to the tracks. Here is our first stop, Exchange Quay. A good place to view the tracks is from the front of the tram, where you can see through the driver's cab. I was worried that track replacement would mean the removal of these kind of green patches but luckily they have not. Between Salford Quays and Anchorage, there's this funny little bridge thing. So we've reached Anchorage and there is still no obvious changes to the track layout. So green patches like this were originally meant to be installed along the airport line, along some sections of Wythenshawe, where the track is just in its own little section and not embedded in the road. However, they never got round to doing it, which is a shame because this just looks so much better. Interesting. We seem to have skipped Media City UK. Curious. So we are now arriving at Broadway. This is the halfway point of the line. Still no obvious change in anything at all. Although I assume they replaced the junction with Media City UK since it would break down every 2 weeks. Or maybe it's broken down now. No, Media City UK is fine. I don't know why we skipped it. Although the tram said Eccles and not Eccles via Media City UK. So it clearly wasn't meant to stop there originally. So we now join onto Eccles New Road, which we follow until the terminus. Now, there were lots of notices about roadworks along Eccles New Road due to the track replacement, so maybe this is where most of the work was done, although clearly some work was done before Media City UK, as the Media City UK branch was closed, although notably for a lot less time. From what I've seen so far, I honestly can't see any difference in the track whatsoever that would warrant over 1 month closure. So, clearly what's happened is that they've just replaced the tracks along this section. Now, as is customary for every time I go near Weaste stop, it's probably the 3rd time I've passed it in one kind of day out, the 5th time actually passing it. I always look out for this funny little road along the side, which I saw in a picture this gallery once, with a little bit of the old Manchester Corporation tram track that was just left there, completely randomly. I saw it on some gallery a while back, and I've seen it before, so obviously now we have to look out for it again. Might be after Weaste. So looking at the track, again, still there doesn't seem to be any particular difference, but clearly they've replaced the track.
The next stop will be Ladywell.
Or at least some parts of the track. I think I have missed it, but it's okay, we can get it on the way back. missed it. And here we are at Ladywell. I believe this is the final stop before Eccles. Now between Ladywell and Eccles, there's this funny section where we go down to a kind of underpass. I think there's some kind of important road junction, which when they built the tram they just thought, I can't be bothered to deal with this, let's just make a tunnel. And because trams can do quite difficult gradients, unlike heavy rail trains, they would not manage this. And here's Eccles, which is only a single platform, so we have to wait for the other tram to clear off before we can come in. Not sure why they only built Eccles with one platform, or maybe yeah, you know what, there's probably not enough space. Probably was not enough space to build another platform. So that was the entire Eccles line, and yeah, clearly they've replaced the track. Nothing particularly noticeable. Probably wasn't worth paying £1.10 and making this video in the first place. Whether or not it was worth closing the entire line for 2 months, I honestly don't know. You'd have to ask the Metrolink and the people who use this line. There's Eccles bus station, and the railway station is just round the corner. And since the tram terminates here and is now empty, I can bag a good seat for the way back. And after waiting at Eccles for about 2 years, we are now finally leaving. So we are now leaving Ladywell. The next stop is Weaste. In between the two stops is that little bit of track I was talking about. This time I will not miss it. Hopefully. There it is. Got it. And here we are at Weaste. I think we can conclude that this video was in fact a complete waste of time. Thank you. Okay, wasn't that funny? So here we are at Broadway. Once again, the next stop is Harbour City, so we are missing Media City UK again. Not entirely sure why, since all services are routed via Media City UK full-time now. Which doesn't really make much sense to me. And there it is, the junction, the small single line section. This junction caused so many issues over the past year, it's unbelievable. So hopefully they fixed that. At least they did something over the past 2 months. So we have now left Pomona. We are back between the canals. You can see the heavy rail line there, the line to Warrington Central. And we will meet it in a moment when we pop over the canal. The Bridgewater.
It's not a vegetarian friendly place, that's why. We went there because we were friends. I don't like vegetarian. And that was the night. It was like £24, which I felt was ridiculous. All I had was like 2 pieces of chicken and the rest was salad and like green chicken and stuff. I feel like it's amazing, but I didn't really want to eat it.
We are now approaching Cornwall, where passengers change services to Manchester Airport, East Didsbury and Altrincham.
Yeah, they will. But the absolute bash of there.
No, it's always so. If that's a sign of things that come, it's going to be a bigger procession than like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, that Raphael Panic, he thinks that Dortmund may win it.
So in February, Duncan and I came here to Cornbrook to do a train spotting tour episode in which we had a look at this side here and saw this kind of what looked like could once have been an island platform. Later research showed me that yes, this was in fact once an island platform until the Media City UK spur was built, at which point the reverse siding in this direction was built further down to allow trams to terminate in the other direction.
He's a good writer.
And this new little office thing has since been built there.
He's very good with his prediction.
There it is.
That's why when he said Dortmund.
The abandoned island platform of Cornbrook.
I don't think he's right.
It is now not Media City UK trams but airport trams that now use this reverse siding which is in between the 2 main tracks. So we have now joined the Altrincham and South Manchester lines. The next stop is Deansgate to Castlefield. I'm going to take this tram back to Piccadilly and then take the train home. Seems to be a bit of a pile-up. One tram's leaving the stop, one is arriving, and we have to wait here. So this is the newly reopened St. Peter's Square. I believe it is less than a week old. Or, yeah. Opened on Tuesday, I think. And today is Friday. So as I said in a separate video, Duncan and I had a look at the new St. Peter's Square stop. You can find that in the link below. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. So, although there are many bigger stops on the Metrolink now, St. Peter's Square is actually the first Metrolink stop, or will be the first Metrolink stop, to actually have 4 actual platforms. Victoria has 4 platforms but only 3 tracks. Hey man, if you press this button, I will give you £100. I don't know. Is it safe? Of course! I'm not sure. Just do it already. Okay. Ow! Oh, that really hurt. Can I have my £100 now? No.